Yo, 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 what is up? How are you guys all doing this evening? One second, I'm just getting this kicked out to Twitter and then we will get the show rocking. I think today we're gonna look at a couple of charts. There's a couple that were brought to my attention just through being on Twitter this week and seeing some adoption on some specific charts. So we're gonna look at a couple of charts. We're gonna talk the talk as we always do. And yeah, that is about it. So let me get that all prepared where I can share a screen here. Yeah, so just share screen. This one. Perfect. Because then I can bring it here. Looking good. Okay. That's not what I am showing you, but we'll get to it. So let's see. X tools. Might have to look at my own Twitter and just scroll down my timeline a little bit to find this specific chart I'm looking at. I haven't done much research into it yet, but this research will be conducted live with you guys. So let's see if we can make it happen. I'm quite confident we can. All right. All right. So this is the chart here. And now the reason this one was brought to my attention, if it hasn't been brought to your attention yet, it's been all over CT. There's been a bunch of people who've already adopted it, saying that it was a good protocol. I haven't been able to look into it yet, but like I said, this is going to be our first glance at Liquid Protocol. Is it a good investment? Why are so many people jumping on it? I've seen a couple threads. Let's get down to it. So first, I'm going to want to start with the website. I know that didn't pull up for you, so I'm going to copy it and paste it. Paste it here so we can be looking at the same thing at the same time. All right, so in reading it here, we see Advanced Liquidity Lending Solutions. Welcome to Liquid Protocol, the pioneering platform for liquidity providers on Ethereum network. Fully compatible with Uniswap v2, our platform guarantees a safe and assured profit on deposits over an indefinite period. Okay, so Ottawa, what's up, man? Nice to see you here. Just got out of the shower, decided I was going to hit a stream before getting settled for bed. So just here looking at some of the things that have been brought to my attention, just being on Twitter over the last couple days. Ottawa, did you see LP being shilled at all? Liquidity Protocol, did you see this pop up for yourself? I know I was seeing it an awful lot, so decided to take a dive into it. So I just read the basics of it, what they wanted to show on the landing page of their site. But let's go into the roadmap. And it took me straight to buying from the roadmap. That's so funny. You can see it still says roadmap up here on the search bar, but it took me straight to buy. So let's not fuck around with the roadmap. White paper. All right. So Fazzy, what's up? Good morning. Good morning to you, man. So Liquid Protocol introduction. Liquid Protocol provides liquidity lending solutions. Okay, we already learned that. There will be three main phases, which will be explained below. So there will be liquidity provided by Treasury. So we'd have to know what their treasury was to kind of make sense of that information. The coin's taxes will fund a treasury. Okay, perfect, which can be borrowed by users to use as a liquidity for ERC20 tokens deployed on Uniswap V2 network. Liquidity provided by lenders. Lenders can fund and provide liquidity for someone to borrow in exchange for the majority of the profit made. Okay, cool. And liquidity marketplace, people can buy and sell locked liquidities. That is interesting. So there is a bunch of avenues here. I guess the three main phases that they mentioned, and all of them do sound not only that they're possible, sounds like something that could actually be carried out, and it does sound something that people would want to invest in terms of providing liquidities to just make more money, right? If you have a safe place to do it, why not? So the next part gets into their vision, and it just says, our vision is pretty straightforward. We aim to provide anyone on the blockchain with liquidity to launch tokens, offering as many options as possible, depending on what suits the user best. We will be fully transparent on fund allocations, its usage, and revenue generated. We want to become the main and arguably the first reliable and secure project independent liquidity provider, thus coming up with our name, Liquidity Protocol. We have our users first in mind, as that's where the revenue will come from, which is what pushes our project to have real value besides just a cool token and an idea. So, I mean, again, it's not showing for you. I'm reading off of a different page than the page that is still up, which is the website. So let me just paste that in so you guys can see what I was just looking at. Now, borrowing perks. Want to borrow, read this first. Okay. So we have very specific set rules of perks, which we as a company will explicitly specify to our users in order to avoid confusions and let them know what the involved costs are for the usage of our utility beyond our own revenue. Okay. As we provide smart contract related services, users will have to account for the fees of dealing with this such. The main things to consider are specified down below. So as a borrower, you would want to take in borrowing does not include your contract deployment fees. Borrowing will not take away any tax from your project, nor do we force you to have liquidity tax. However, it is obviously preferred, and it will make it easier to borrow a position if you do so. Our platform offers. Okay, so it's kind of interesting because this is a platform that is going to allow tokens to launch. So I was always talking amongst many people. King Hop, what's up, man? It's a new project or already launched. It's already launched, but it's still quite a new project. I think it's 3 days old. A lot of people are picking it up now. It's still under $1 million. So for a project of its scale and what they're attempting to do here, I do think an under $1 million entry is still very early for something as grand as this, because I have talked many times to different people about there needs to be a safe place to launch tokens that is kind of vetted, that we know we're not going to get rugged on, stuff like that. And then there's launch pads. Obviously, launch pads didn't work because launch pads were still doing malicious things, and there just wasn't ever a perfect launch pad that came out that fixed the needs of people wanting to get into a safe token. But this looks like it could be a solution for that. So that's why just looking through this and seeing that, you know, it is going to be a platform. It's going to be their own platform that they kind of safeguard, and they have rules, and they're explaining their rules right off the bat. I think that that is an interesting way to perhaps get a first mover on the market, which is able to launch tokens with a little bit more security than you would have if they were just launched through Uniswap. Okay, so I went over the token a little bit. I'm not going to read this whole white paper here as we're here. We already went over the treasury, the lenders, and the liquidity marketplace where people could sell locked liquidity. So we got a pretty good general idea of what it is. I would recommend you guys to dive in deeper if you are looking to make an investment, because like I said, it's near $1 million. It's probably at 700, 800K right now. Like, you have time to look into it, right? You have time to look into it, time to see if this is something that you want to invest into. But again, being in that mark at 700, 800K for a project that seems to be very serious, it seems to have the T's crossed and the I's dotted, you would think that that would be a pretty good entry. So let's go and look back at the chart, because we had the chart up at some point, and let's just take a look at it here. So I have it over the 15 minute time frame, and you see that chart. It looks pretty healthy. It had a good launch. Had a dip entry, and then it actually pumped up higher from the launch, and then started consolidating as normal, and then people started picking it up in and around this time. So I think the lowest that I can see that you were reasonably able to pick up were somewhere around the 30 cents. And now it is at 78 cents. So it's about, it's over a 2x from the lowest point you could have picked it up, but it's not quite a 3x. So I think you still have a good entry period in here. Like I said, when it's sitting at, just under 800K market cap, but it's a project with big plans. 621 holders it has. Fazzy says, if you're talking about the project, then it must be a good and safe project. Actually, it was brought to my attention because there was people I know who generally share good and safe projects, and they had shared it. I hadn't done any research in it prior to doing this. I just heard it. I'm like, okay, it sounds cool, but I'm like, I'm going to pull it up on a live because it seems like it's something that's safe. It seems like it's something that's doing something cool. I don't want to just be pulling up meme coins that you're going to buy, based on me bringing up a chart, and then tomorrow you're going to be fucking wrecked. Everyone's going to be crying to envy. What's the name of the project? It's called Liquidity. So Liquid Protocol, and the ticker is LP. I'll take this link and I'll actually post it in chat here, along with the website as well. So that is the link, and here is, I'm going to go to the very home page too. This is for their white paper. Let's see. I'll just pull up their website separately, because I think it's important for you guys to have both of these things to make a decision. You always want to have the website where you can find the information, where you can find the white paper, where you can find the use case, where you can find the team, all that stuff. But you also want to have the chart so you can assess the chart and how it's been moving and time your entries. Additionally, obviously, one thing I like to do is I like to visit the Telegram. I want to see what the community's like. I want to see if it's a positive community, or I want to see if they're mostly negative, complaining about why people are selling and not really focused on, the benefits of the project and stuff. But I haven't taken a look at the Telegram for this project. I can imagine a Telegram for a project like this, there's a little bit more serious investors. So I just don't see them complaining about the little cells here and there. But again, I haven't been in the Telegram myself to be able to see. So that is it for Liquid Protocol. I mean, I think it sounds very intriguing. I think it's a good idea. I think there's a lot of possibilities. I think it could be a huge runner, especially coming into more of a bullish market, because right now it's in a pretty bearish market and it's running the way that it is. But I just figured, that this one's under a million. I think it has some value here. I really do. I wouldn't show it if I didn't believe in that whatsoever. So it's up to you guys now to do your research, but that is one that I wanted to spotlight for tonight. Actually, that was the main one that I wanted to spotlight for tonight. So if there's anything that you guys have been looking into that's more of a serious project, less of a meme. I mean, memes are cool, but I like memes when they have like some type of utility, some type of basis behind them, because then I can get around them more. Don't get me wrong, like I started off here as like a complete degen, but now like with a little bit of an audience, I really am trying to bring you guys, safe projects that you can buy, you can hold, you can see how they turn out. Another project that I have been looking into, and I am actually holding quite a large position myself. I did an AMA for them, but it's CopyBot here. So you can see it had a pretty good run up at launch, and then had a retracement since, and you're able to pick it up at near the lowest levels, being at 52K market cap. So this was actually a better market. This was a better entry. Let me share this with you. Okay, this is it. So this was actually a better entry than my entry into this. So essentially what CopyBot is, from what I have got, is they're kind of like Unibot, where you're able to copy trade others. But where this gets interesting is they added a leaderboard, which kind of does gamification, because if you are someone who is a good trader, and people would want to copy you, why not have referrals? Why not be able to see that you are the top trader competing against these other traders? Why not show it off? Regardless if you want to use your real name and your Twitter name, or you want to be anonymous, you want to show that you are the trader who's making the most gains, and you want people to copy you. And the interesting thing about CopyBot is they get revenue sharing. The people who get copied, they get revenue sharing. So before, it was just a benefit to the holders. Like, it was a benefit to the holders, like, hey, now we can copy people's trades. But what about the people who are being copied? Like, there has to be some benefit there, or they're just going to keep on switching up wallet addresses. And now the benefit of it really goes to the people who are being copy traded, which I think is an interesting way to market a token. So this is another one where it's like, if the team executes on it, if the team does what they say they're going to do, if it gets the right attention at the right time, I see this doing well. So I'll continue to accumulate as we get to lower points like this. And I'm just looking to see it run. They had liquidity a couple times, which was pretty good. It needed the liquidity. I think the liquidity is now pretty good for the market cap it's at. So you said when you entered at, bro, what price? At 70, like 2K market cap, something around there. So like, this is a better entry than my initial entry, and I went in pretty heavy, like when I went in. So like, I'm definitely one of the top holders. Are you wet, or you took a bath? I took a shower. Yeah, I took a shower just before coming on here. I'm just looking at Banana Project. Seems like that might be a good project. Yeah, I mean, Banana, I do agree. It is a good project, but so Banana has always been high. Like, I always remember seeing it around 20K market cap. So 20 mil market cap, sorry. So the thing is, I just shared another project, Liquidity Protocol, that's under, 100. Sorry, it's under a mil. So it's 20 times less than this. So to get to here, it would have to do a 20x, which I find interesting and I find that enticing, and I like those odds. And then also CopyBot, which I think again is another good project. Air Crypto Man discovered it. I believe he jumped in. I saw him in the chat. Some type of interest there. I do think if that project picks up, it is going to quickly grab interest, and that project's only at 50K. So I'm sharing you a project that is under a mil, which seems to have amazing utility. It seems to be unique. It seems to be kind of, first of a kind for offering what it does. If it's able to do everything that it says it does, that's what's the thing. Early investing onto these projects, you just have to hope they do as they say they're going to do. Between Liquid Protocol that I shared earlier and also CopyBot. But something like Banana Bot here, you can see the price that it is at, and Banana Bot already had a working bot before they launched their tokens, so they already had their proof, So like for them to get to 20 million, for them to get to 10 million, they already have a working product and people can already see like that's out, it's working. As far as Liquidity Protocol, I don't know how far they are into their project. Again, hop in the Telegram, do some further research, read more into the white paper, see what stage they're at. And then CopyBot, I know that CopyBot is functional right now, and it's on a free 2-week usage where you can use it for free right now, but eventually you need to hold CopyBot token. So they're just trying to get people on the leaderboard and trying to generate some hype. But yeah, I know like it's working. So like it's very important to look for that. Not only what they say they're going to do, but what deliverables can they say they already have out, and can we see and can we use? You're always a top holder, bro. Yeah, I try to be a top holder. It's the only way I'm going to be really interested in the project. But, sometimes you can't be. Like, realistically, like, if I'm joining a project and it's like 100 million market cap, like, I'm probably not going to join and get a top holder position unless I'm super, super bullish on that project. But I try to find projects where I can get top position. Anything under like a million, anything under 2 million, like it's not too heavy to get a top holder position in my case. 20x means it can change my $10 into $200. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing with $10, yeah, it would change your $10 into $200 definitely. Fernando says, good evening, everyone. Didn't get stream notification. Oh, it's all good, man. The streams are always recorded. You can always go back to the live and see the stream from the beginning. I think this one's one worth watching. I'm not going to make it too long. I shared a couple projects that I have my eye on. I looked into them a little bit. I shared with you the charts. Again, Banana, I don't think it's a bad project, but I just, like I said, from a long time, we were looking at it and there was really decent entries on it. Like you see here, there's some decent entries on it, getting to close to the $7 range. But that's about as low as it's gone. Like people are buying it up and people are accumulating it, and I think people are going to be holding it. It's the best sniper bot on the market. I still think it's a good buy, but again, it's at 20 million, so set your expectations, right? Unibot, the one I was comparing CopyBot to, did 200 million at all-time high. So if this could do a 200 million, that means it would pull 10x from here. Yeah, 10x from here. So, just set your expectations when you're going into a higher market cap project. Like, what realistically can it do if it does really well? And if this does really well, I'm gonna say it can do. I'm saying I definitely think it could. I definitely think it could get into the hundreds of Ks. So that would be about a 5x from here. But that's just my speculation. Hey, how about that news about the whale transfer a lot of BTC to Binance? Is there a big dump risk? There's always a big dump risk when someone transfers from a cold wallet to a hot wallet, right? It's like, why would you do that unless you feel like that hot wallet was safer than the cold wallet for some reason? And there's multiple reasons to feel that way. Some people do feel that way, and there's multiple reasons to feel that way because there's human error that happens with cold wallets. You can misplace your seed phrase, or you could forget your pin to get yourself into it. So there's human error there, whereas Binance, it would kind of help you if you locked yourself out and you forgot your thing. There'd be verification to get yourself back in. So yes, there's definitely dumping factors. Do I think that it's something to lose sleep over? No, I don't. I always think if we're speculating on something to happen, that's one thing. We can speculate all we want, but like, I would really worry about it if there was action taking place, if there was, movement from that wallet to, now more wallets, and it looked like there was something ready to take place. But I just don't like to get too worried about something that may never come, right? Maybe he just thinks it's safer holding it there. Fozzie said, if he transfers into Binance, how doesn't BTC gonna dump? Isn't it a sign of a pump? I mean, it's just a transfer. If you move, if I give you, let's say I'm holding Liquid Protocol and I give you $10,000 worth of it. Liquid Protocol isn't going to go up. It's not going to go down. It's going to stay the same. All that happened is that I transferred you 10,000, and now I have $10,000 less. Now, if you decide to sell it, it will go down, of course. If you don't do anything with it and you just hold it, it will remain the same as if it was in my wallet when I was not selling it. Yeah, that's all I can say. Otters just says LOL. Fernando says if he sold. Yeah, I mean, if he sold, obviously there's going to be commotion, but who knows? There might be people ready to buy that dip. I think we're at a very sensitive time right now where it's like people think we're going to go down more. People think we're going to go up more, and we're going up more soon, regardless if it's not today, if it's next week, if it's next month, but we're going up. So like, if you saw like a massive sell-off and there was an opportunity for people to scoop, I think people are going to scoop. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's see how that plays out. And if it does happen, I'll hop on here and we'll talk about it. But for now, let's not worry about things that haven't come to fruition yet. There's already enough fucking things in our heads that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Let's not fucking crowd it up anymore. But I wanted to make this one a little bit shorter, a little bit more informative. Sometimes I jump on here and I'm really just talking to you guys. This time I actually came through and wanted to show you guys some things, just so you guys could take a look into it and see if it was a good investment opportunity for you. But as always, you guys are the ones who are responsible to doing your own research. I do believe from what I've seen, that these projects are safe. But other than that, I can't guarantee that they're going to perform extremely well, although I hope they do, because I am going to take positions in both of them. I already have positions in one, and I'm looking to take positions in Liquid Protocol as well. There's a lot of people in CT that are already taking positions, writing a little bit about it, so it's getting a little bit of eyes. So that is something as well that I'd like to bring to your attention. Yeah, I got some information, brother. Thank you for another informative streaming. Love you. Much love to you as well. Much love to everyone who took the time to join in. I appreciate you guys. And we're going to leave it like that. Keep it short and sweet. And I hope to see you guys at the next one. And B's out. And I hope you guys have a great night or a great day wherever you're at right now.